hot to go. She said, "Don't call me kid. Don't call me dragon." Taylor is not
nice.
Thank you. Taylor Swift is not down with the title of Dragon, says
insiders.
As we know, way back when they were working on the script, we had Justin Baldoni go visit Blake Lively in their big old fancy apartment. During their about 2 hours after their meeting, that Taylor Swift walked in, right? Mm-hmm. So this is way back when. We're reversing to now a simpler time.
When everybody liked each other.
When they seemingly got along. And Blake had real thoughts about a certain scene and had Justin Baldoni stop by, and they were going to talk about the scene and why Blake should kind of rewrite it. And I would think some normal stuff with somebody who is, co-producing or whatever her title is. Mm-hmm. And right at the tail end of their meeting, Taylor Swift comes in. And also, there's different claims that she was involved a little bit or not involved, Taylor Swift. What this TMZ article is stating is that all Taylor Swift said was how she was excited to see this movie and meet him because he was her friend's boss. Mm-hmm. So not too much there. Well, later that night, I don't know, and we don't really know in what context, Blake sent the text heard around the world. "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi. And like her, I happen to have a few dragons. For better or worse, but usually for better. Because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. Big smiley face. You will too. I can promise you." Very cringe. But also, I don't know.
Nope. Full cringe. Full cringe.
It's cringy, but it's I don't know. If you're friends with some, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't even think I would read that into it. I'd go, okay. She obviously. So now we're hearing from sources that Taylor Swift is very much so in I am not one of your dragons. And do not leverage my name for any of your BS.
I'm to be frank, I'm a little surprised it took this long to get out. I don't think that she's really liked at all being drug into this.
Yeah.
And this came out 2-3 weeks ago. This information about
the text.
Okay, the original text.
Yeah, I think so. It was right.
So. Yep.
Yeah, it was. We were technically on vacation when this text came out, right?
I think that the fact that she's at all involved in this, when she she and her team and Trey Payne, who I now know by name, put so much work into protecting her image.
Yeah. To
get thrown into the lawsuit of the year.
Yeah.
And not in a good way, in a way that she looks like she's coming at someone from I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you, listen to me, type status. I'm shocked that there hasn't been more to this before then.
Yeah, I also, because I don't know, it seems like you could put this together simply by just reading these articles and go, I don't think Taylor would appreciate this. So I don't know if these insiders are actually Tree Payne letting this leak. You think it is?
It absolutely is. Yeah, these sources, because they also say the line, one source tells Taylor she believes that Blake timed the meeting just so Justin would arrive right before, or so she would arrive right before Justin left.
Yeah.
And would be used basically in a pawn for this situation. And then brought up the quote about Dragon, and that source added, it's weird to say that about a friend.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
look at my flex.
If I was trying to talk about how somebody would benefit in my life from knowing you guys, and I was like, these two are my dragons, and I'm Khaleesi.
We would roll our eyes so hard at you.
I can't even, you guys. I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because we can all be cringy. We all have cringe moments.
And the other thing is, if this is indeed, or if this isn't Taylor/Tree Payne, and this has been calculated, we're going to find out in less than an hour. Because they're going to come out immediately and be like, we had nothing to do with it. Those weren't our insiders. You're now putting words in Taylor Swift's mouth, which she never said. They will absolutely get ahead of this if it wasn't them.
That's a good point.
They're reaching out to TMZ. It was them.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that too? You said that the fact that it came out that Taylor was supposed to arrive at a certain time.
It sounds like that, according to this source, they believe Taylor believes Blake timed her meeting with Justin so Taylor would arrive before he left.
Yeah, right as they were crossing paths.
Just as an intimidation tactic.
Yeah.
And then the source also says that Taylor is baffled by Blake later characterizing her as a dragon. Again, these are all according to the sources that reached out to TMZ.
Listen, Taylor Swift is such, and before either of you jump on me, just hear me out, okay?
Yeah.
She's an enigma in the sense that for whatever reason, people really think that they can use her and that she's not going to stand up for herself. I don't know why, but I feel like that's been the narrative since she started her career. Like from the Kanye sketch when he came up in 2007 and basically tried to take away her award at an award show
at the VMAs,
because he thought it was supposed to be for Beyonce. I mean, this has been going on, I feel like, so long in Taylor's career that people just look at her and are like, well, I mean, she's not going to stand up for herself. Like, she's easy. She's easy to throw things like this on top of. She's not going to back it up. But she's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So she is. It's really interesting to me how people think they can use her. But you can't. She's Taylor.
She's Taylor.
She has so much power.
But that's it's hard, right? Because as a human, you want to be both soft and strong. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I think people misconstrue her soft and silliness
and
kindness. Whatever. And kindness as... And also friendship. I think she's the type of person who wants sincere friendships.
Right.
And wouldn't expect this of Blake. So it's wild that Blake's expecting this of her. I don't know. It is just not great.
I just love that what Mike said is very true, that we'll find out while this show is going on if this was something that actually happened or not. If this was actually leaked. Mm-hmm. Wink, wink, or if it was, oh no, we have nothing to do with this.
Yeah. I mean, I think it said leaps and bounds back when it ends. Taylor Swift loves helping out her friends, promoting her friends, especially it's been so well known how close her and Blake are. I mean, Blake is Taylor is one of Blake's kids' godmothers, and they were going to a lot of games together. It Ends With Us comes out. We hear nothing from Taylor. And you go, well, she was busy with the Eras tour. And it's well, Zoe Kravitz had a movie come out, blinked twice. And she was like, hey, go see my friend's movie. I'm so proud of her. This is her new, this is a new role for her as I think she was director or producer.
She was director on it.
Yeah. And nothing for It Ends With Us. Not even a go wear your florals for Blake or whatever dumb crap they were saying back then.
Mm-hmm. And just given the content and the story of the two of the films, the tone of the two films, you would think she'd be more inclined to support her closer friend, the one that's the godmother to her children, and she didn't. So yeah, you said that a few days ago, and it was that's telling right from the get-go.
Very telling.
Months ago.
And now she's and somehow I still got dragged into this mess.
Yeah. And I'm sure she wanted, I'm sure, because she was on her grind in the Eras tour. I'm sure she would like to quick, throw it on my socials, promote it. But listen, Tree Payne runs this world, and I know that she goes, we got to wait on this one. There's some weird stuff going on. She has her ear to everything. I bet you anything.
I had to go look up this woman. I need a face. I need to visualize who this woman is.
It's so funny because once you see her, you'll see her everywhere. That woman works harder than the devil.
Her name's Trina.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool. I still think T-Pain, but it's fine.
You're fine. I think it comes out a lot. When people say that a lot. Mm-hmm. So another funny thing kind of happened around Blake Lively that was very oh, of course. So as we know, another Simple Favor, which is the sequel to A Simple Favor, who's got Blake Lively in it, is coming out. Well, the producer wants to make sure that we know she was not involved in this. His name's Paul Feig. He wrote, somebody asked him, hey, is it Paul Feig's cut or Blake's cut? And Paul Feig wrote out, it's my cut. There is no other cut. Blake has been nothing but supportive and a dream to work with. She is the best and amazing collaborator, and I'm her biggest fan. Just wanted to clear that up. And I kind of have to laugh at this point because I go, do you really want to put your full endorsement that this is your cut prior to all, like, you getting the critics' review on this? Like, this,
You could blame her and nobody would know.
like, it's another, like, A Simple Favor wasn't very good, so I don't know why you're so, like, no. This is
the director of Bridesmaids. So, I mean, he's had some success.
Yes.
The Heat, Bridesmaids, like, he's done a lot. So I think he can... He's one of the few people that are still vocally standing by her, though, which is interesting considering so many came out a month ago.
Oh, I wonder why, since he just made a movie.
Totally. And it's
with her in it.
Absolutely hinges on her being somewhat likable or at least box office likable. And she's the bad guy in this movie. So it's not a death sentence if people don't like her and might still see this movie. I would say the only thing Paul Feig has to struggle with is the plot.
Oh,
if he can conquer that stupid plot.
We all wanted to like it.
We all wanted to like it.
Everybody really wanted to
Anna
like
Kendrick,
this movie.
Blake Lively in like these masculine, like feminine-y suits. They were
awesome outfits, yes.
Ugh.
But like, it sucked.
We tried our hardest.
I mean, I think I fell asleep twice watching that movie.
I watched it and I was like, there's so many plot holes.
Right, you just go, huh?
Interestingly enough, 84% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's what?
People
really?
loved it.
They're wrong for that.
Okay.
I think I would agree with Brittany here. I don't know anybody who liked it. I mean, clearly there are, but
maybe we need to hang out with people who have Rotten Tomatoes accounts.
I don't know. I saw the story and it made me think of you, Britt.
I'm excited.
So we joke here on the BK show that Brittany is the hugger. Mike's even a hugger more than I am a hugger.
Yeah.
Ice queen. Like I'm not my thing. Meghan Markle is a hugger. And I guess the royals did not like that about her at all. There's this new spread in the London Times about how she made Prince William so uncomfortable that she made Prince William and the king incredibly uncomfortable because she'd always touch them or hug them when she'd see them. And they did not know what to do with that California girl energy.
Yeah.
And that they would get so stiff, they would literally quote unquote flinch at times away from her. And then Meghan was like, I don't understand why you guys don't like me. Like, I am so nice to you. I just want to be kind. And they were like, it's fine. You're fine. Just stop touching us. And it just cracks me up that this is the rift between the family, all to do because she hugged people so much.
I can relate to this so often. I don't know how many times in my life I go, this person does not want me to, and I'm currently hugging them, and we are done. And they are so happy to be done hugging me. Even my dad. I'm like, Dad, we should probably hug once every 5 years.
Just give a little stiff,
he's like, I think we're good. And I go, okay, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
A hard pat on the back. It's all good.
You're burping me and I'm an adult. Thank you.
This shouldn't shock anybody. I mean, you watch the Crown and just the absolute lack of affection that's ever shown in that family and how just stoic they are about everything. It's, I don't know.
Whenever William and Kate even touch hands, this couple has been together for over 20 years. They've been married for 15 at this point. Mm-hmm. They have 3 children. We know that they've had some hanky panky. If they even touch hands, people are like, oh, in a rare display of public affection. I'm sorry, what? No wonder that, Meghan, I guess, said people why are they so serious all the time? They need to just chill out a little bit. And that did not go over well.
I had an ex like that, and it was so weird because he would we'd never have human contact in public. And then I'd be like, when it was time to have even attention, I was like, it felt weird then to mess around. Because it was I don't know, are you... which one do you want?
Well, do you guys remember when the rumors, when they were still the Fierce Four or whatever people were calling them, when everyone got along and they were over in the UK, there were those weird rumors that Meghan was always flirting with William.
I bet it was perceived as that.
And it was all just her being I hug people.
I touched his shoulder being how was your sleep?
Let's not forget, there was breaking news a month ago because a lip reader caught her saying she thinks William looks good with a beard.
Right.
Remember that story?
Right.
It was like, oh, he's rocking a beard now. And she kind of gave a look to somebody next to her and was like, he's looking pretty good. That was stop the presses.
Oh, yeah. Kate was like, like in the royal balcony or whatever. Yeah. Oh, my God. Right. Yeah.
She thinks her husband's attractive. Oh, my goodness.
Disgusting.
You can't show that in public.
I cannot.
He's beard.
I mean, especially with everything that she's gone through with her cancer treatments and getting over, and so far so good for her. Everybody's been like, oh my gosh, he's sent the sweetest messages on Instagram. This is so, and it's all like, my wife is wonderful. We're so proud of you. Love, William. And
you are my wife. I am your husband.
Like, okay.
These are facts.
That's so hot. It's hot for you guys. I love that for you.
Yeah.
It is just, it's the exact, it's funny because everybody, even me, like any American would go, what do you mean you don't like hug each other when you say goodbye when you're family? Like the Americanism versus the Britism of this is just fabulous.
I know. And as a Brit, it's hard.
By the way,
yes.
I thought this was so funny too because we're talking about the royals. Did you guys see those pictures of King Charles and Anna Wintour meeting?
No.
So the Vogue editor-in-chief, she's like known for those sunglasses, those giant sunglasses, the Miranda Priestley of it all, right? She took off those shades for one man only, and he's the King of England. So that's like people are losing their mind because like that's what her eyes look like. Oh my God.
She's so cute.
She is so cute, but people were like, are they going to be red laser beams?
No,
like, is she a dragon underneath there? Vampire?
You know she's as mean as a snake.
Oh my God, she's horrible. She's terrifying.
But like, she had to be.
Yeah.
She's still death gripping to running Vogue.
I know. Right? It just cracked me up. It was like all over the place. Anna Wintour takes off her sunglasses. So naturally I clicked on like 6 articles and it was all just because she shook the king's hand. I'm like, oh, okay, queen, I guess. Same. I'd take them off too.
I love her so much. And like the way that I know she would hate me. There's a lot of speculation about who's going to be at the old Super Bowl on Sunday.
Let me guess.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is the first name on this list.
Gigi Hadid.
I have Paul Rudd.
Darn.
I think she comes in later.
Okay, thank you.
Bradley Cooper, and then they say, I'm sure they're mentioning then Gigi Hadid would be there. Jason, as we know, Bradley Cooper is a huge Eagles fan. Jason Sudeikis, who is a huge fan of the Chiefs.
Huh.
Sheryl Crow, who, let's see.
It's just famous?
Also supports the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
She recently had done had a picture with Mahomes and Kelsey because her son is a big Chiefs fan. And there's another one I wanted to tell you about. They were talking to Kanye West when he was out and about, and they asked, "Hey, are you going to go to the Super Bowl?" And he said, "We might pull up."
Why do we even talk to him?
Correct.
We might pull up, which makes me ask, wearing what?
Or not wearing what?
And then this article's so funny. It's Daily Mail, so they have no idea how this would never happen. But they're like, there is a chance that Taylor Swift could have a run-in with Kanye West. No, they couldn't.
Like, what? No.
She's not like waiting in line in the bathroom and then he is too. Like, that's not how this works, people. People clear out rooms for her.
Yes.
Like, there are pathways made by many. They wouldn't like just let Kanye just roll up.
Like, because I'm sorry, Kanye is not as big as Taylor.
No.
At all. And that might drive him cuckoo, but like, sorry, bro.
It's also like he doesn't, I'm sure he has security, but like not on the level that she has, where it's literally saying, who needs to be in this room? What credentials do you have? And if you're not one on this list, you're out. God. Like, they may act like those suites are cash, but I have this story later. They were talking about, I forget his name. He is
more clues. We're ready.
Yeah, we're
Adam Lefkoe.
Okay.
Oh, nope. I wasn't going to come up with that.
I didn't think so.
No
so that's why so Adam Lefkoe, and we have this audio later. He was talking about what it was like to go to the Yankees game with her, and he said the security was insane.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. He's never seen anything like it, and he's hung out with celebs before, and he's like, to this day, I've never seen anything like that.
And that's interesting because this actually ties back to our very first story. It was no accident that Justin Baldoni was still there. Her security team, her people had to know that Justin Baldoni was still going to be at Blake's place, they would never have allowed just someone to happen to run into her.
And maybe it was chill. Like maybe she's like, maybe Blake Lively had to like tell security saying, hey, Justin might be here. And she said, oh, I'd love to meet him. I know he's made a lot of, like, I don't feel like she necessarily was in on the let's impress Justin Baldoni.
Which explains why in the article, she's just like, it felt like the sources are claiming it felt like it was all set up to make sure she was showing up when he was still there.
You're right. Like they would have to give names. They have to give, who's walking in and out of that building.
Well, devil's advocate here. Maybe at the time she was like, yeah, girl, I'll back you up.
Maybe.
Like, hey, this is my friend, and she's saying these terrible things about this guy, and if she needs me to just basically walk in and just be a presence.
Or even just like, I just need a little bit of cred. I'm trying to, she gave Blake Lively her first music video directing role in I Bet You Think About Me. And so, yeah, of course you would support someone who's like, I just need to get this through to this guy. I think I could really start a career in directing. I just, got to get my foot in the door thing. And of course you'd support your friend.
Yeah, especially if it's phrased as, what do you need me to do? I honestly just want you to kind of come in at the end of our conversation and be like, oh yeah, Blake's great. She did this for me one time.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, we're going to be hearing from them very soon because that's exactly not what the article is saying.
Yeah.
The article is saying it was set up that she felt like she was being taken advantage of almost. Yeah. That's at least the tone of the article. But also Kanye, did you see he's defending the dress?
Yes. Read it.
Tell us the tweet.
Kanye West is defending the dress because they apparently spent a whole bunch of time on that dress and the dress that she, of course, wore. And by that, I mean
the
nothing.
cheesecloth.
Yes.
The 4 fittings, I think I saw. 6 fittings?
6 different fittings, yes.
Why?
My wife's first red carpet opened a whole new world. I keep staring at the photo like I was staring in admiration that night, thinking, wow, I'm so lucky to have a wife that is so smart, talented, brave, and hot. She took a break from shooting her first film to make a movie in real life. We tailored that invisible dress 6 times, and just like magic, poof, it disappeared. Thank you to all the outlets who recognized us and gave us the energy we put in.
Okay. It's so wild.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
You're crazy for that. If you got that tailored 6 times, for why?
Like, seriously?
For why?
Because did it tear when she was moving? Is that the only reason? Because it was held together by like floss?
Yeah.
Poof. Disappeared.
I was staring in admiration that night. The creepiness of it all, like taking aside women doing whatever we want, right? The creepiness of it all for me is that he's always walking in front of her and that he is fully clothed, wearing sunglasses, standing there like that's my bee as she's naked. Like, they
really thought they did something there. They really thought they did the big one. They were like, yeah, for all the news people that got it, you get us. They really said, I really did something here. You guys don't get fashion. You don't get what she said.
Oh my God. You guys don't get nudity.
You don't understand
the beauty of the nude body.
You have no idea. And like, they really thought they did their big one.
You know that feeling, like, Brittany, Mike, I'm assuming you don't know this feeling, but correct me if I'm wrong. When you're walking in a dress that just keeps like rising, or a skirt that just keeps like moving while you're walking, and you're just pulling it down, and you're pulling it down, you're pulling it down. You just feel uncomfortable. It doesn't matter how confident you are. It doesn't matter how sexy you felt putting that skirt on. It doesn't matter how great your legs are, or how hot your body is, or how waxed up you are in the hoo-ha. You still feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know, we've talked about this other disgusting thing, but have you seen the book that he trademarked?
Oh, God. No.
He's trademarked the right to have a book titled Wife by Husband.
Cool.
And
the speculation in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, the speculation is that this is a book he's going to be writing about Bianca.
Cool.
Wife by Husband, officially trademarked by Easy.
So does he handcuff her to the bed before he leaves the house, or?
I think at this point she's handcuffing herself.
Oh, God.
It's their thing. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I don't know.
Because if she likes it, I don't know.
I don't know.
To each their own. I just know that, like,
after that.
Do not show up to the Super Bowl with that. Put out at least like a...
I don't think you can.
I don't know the rules anymore.
There are no rules.
New Orleans, I hope not, but it's a crazy town.
Your bags have to be clear, now so do your dresses.
There you go.